I was playing with Keith Kachuk, Dallas Drake, Doug Waite, Billy Guerin, Eric Brewer, Jamal Mayers, all these guys that have been around the block a bunch of times. On the flight home from that first game in Pittsburgh, Andy Murray came back to me. He's like, David, Keith wants to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? He's like, he wants you to live in his basement if you're okay with that. And I grew up watching Keith Kachuk. So I'm like, I'm living with my idol in his basement, played my first NHL game. This doesn't get any better, right? I get there. He's got 3 little kids. Matthew.
I was going to say Maddie and Brady are
Heard
there.
of him, yeah.
We used to play floor hockey in his basement. I used to make those kids cry all the time. And I reminded them when I finally played them in the NHL too at the face-off. I'm like, hey, I used to make you cry in your underwear when we used to play floor hockey. And they gave me a little
don't forget
smirk.
it.
That, Isn't that a way to get in someone's head? Like you line up for a face-off and you're like, you're going to cry like you did in the basement? Like
Yeah.
he's like, oh, shit.
People don't forget, you know. Like, I'm living in
Oh, my
his basement.
God.
My wife flies from Pittsburgh back to Peoria to get my truck, drives my truck to St. Louis, and she gets back down there, and I don't know if I've ever told this story publicly. She gets into Keith Kachuk's basement. I'm so on cloud 9, nothing could take me down. And she hands me the ring back. She's like, this isn't the way it was supposed to be. I wanted to make Christmas cookies, and I had a whole thing planned for us, and I'm like, you are so raining on my parade. Maybe this isn't the way it was supposed to be. Anyway, we reconciled. We've been married almost 17 years now. But that
It worked out. It worked
that
out.
was you know, every now and then your wife's got to give you a little humble pie, and she brought me right back down to earth after I was riding it high at that